Welcome to another episode of the Online Supercoach Show. Today, I am so pumped. Why am I pumped? Well, I have a very special guest on the line, the infamous Celeste, the best Reigns Turk, and she is just killing it in the world of online fitness. Believe it or not, she's 19 years old, and she's been my coaching student for the past year. And in the past year, I've seen massive growth in her. I've seen just her ability to change more lives, to get crystal clear with her message, and to have an impact on people all around the world. And before I get into how awesome Celeste is and what she's doing in this world, Celeste, thank you for being on my show.
Thank you so much for having me. It is absolutely an honor to be here, of course, and I am just thrilled to be here, really.
Awesome. Celeste, to kick things off, what is a quote or a mantra that just fires you up?
Definitely. I actually have two that I'm going to share because one, it comes from you, and that is the more you pay attention. That has literally changed my life in every single way I approach every day. And then the one that I've lived by through my whole life is if it's not working out, or everything works out in the end, and if it's not working out, then it's not the end. I love that one.
Love that. Love that. Those are very, very powerful. The more the person pays, the more they pay attention, and going into, right, if it's not the end, if it's not working out. I paraphrase, but on point. Speaking of the more a person pays, the more they pay attention, can you kind of share your story, just like where you were a year ago, prior to starting your online coaching business?
Yeah, so a year ago, it was a couple months after I got certified, and I knew I wanted to be an online trainer, and I wasn't making any money from doing what I love, which is training. I just wasn't pursuing my passion. I was working for a gym, but the gym wasn't serving me as a trainer at all, and I knew that there was something more, and I didn't have much of income, but I knew I was always destined to have a very out of the box life. I hate calling it that, but it's just the truth, like not mediocre at all. So I knew I had to do something for me because I never wanted to work 9 to 5 and trade hours for dollars. So I saw AJ on LinkedIn and we connected, and my life has been changed every single day ever since. So I'm very grateful for that. But I literally had nothing, and AJ took a huge leap of faith on me, and I'm so glad he did. And yeah, it's just so amazing, the growth. You're right.
No, it is downright inspiring. And, so the audience gets a clear understanding. Like, Celeste and I started working together about a year ago, and she had this compelling passion in her heart to want to be an online fitness coach. So, she came into my program, and I was like, just seeing this like desire in her, this heart, and this love that she had for changing lives. And I said, you know what, this girl's going places. I knew early on that she was going to be very, very successful. And to make a long story short, she's been able to not only launch her business, make it, but now she's selling $5,000 packages. She's like at the highest level of coaching, selling these amazing high-ticket programs at the age of 19. So it just goes to show that it's this level of love and success, but the value that she has in herself, the value she has in her program. And, people are signing up with her left and right because she has a gift. And let's talk about that gift, Celeste, because, in the world of online fitness, I always mention that, like, whatever type of coaching you decide to do, don't be vanilla. Don't be a weight loss coach. Don't be a muscle building coach, because there's so much competition and you're never going to make it. If you want to get to the higher levels of online coaching, you have to be a specialist, right? You have to be very targeted. So let's talk about your target market, Celeste. And first and foremost, talk about your target market and talk about who you want to be a hero to.
Yes, great question. And so I want to target women especially, but I really help everybody. I want to help people who are lacking confidence, maybe feeling lost in their life, not happy in their skin, and really just in a place mentally where they're unhappy and they know that they need to change, and not necessarily for their body, but from a deeper level, because I believe that fitness is so much more than just building a great body, which of course goes to my group, building more than just a great body, because that's exactly what fitness is to me. And my mission ever since I got into fitness, because when I did, I felt all those things. I felt lack of self-confidence. I was depressed. So like you say, you want to be a hero to your past self. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I love that, the fitness industry, I kind of love that it doesn't focus on self-love, because it allows me to bring that message into it, to be honest. Lacking emphasis on how important it is to get your mind right, and how important it is to bring self-love and self-confidence and really embrace yourself and just love yourself, honestly. So my message is really that fitness is not just about having abs, six-pack, strong body, nice glutes, nice back, friends. It's about that. Your figure is a bonus. I always say booty is the bonus, because it totally is. You will gain so much more from fitness than just a great body.
Absolutely. And, that is what differentiates you. And what I love about you, Celeste, is your content is amazing. I watch your videos, I read your posts, and it's on point, because you're in full alignment with what I call your superpower, right? Your online business, your gifts, but your messaging. Now, can you share with people like how you got crystal clear into alignment of, creating this company more than just the body, creating this amazing Facebook group, creating content around this concept? And in creating all of this, how did you have the confidence in yourself to start charging, up to $5,000 for coaching and more? Because most people are hearing this and they're like, who the hell is going to pay $5,000 for weight loss coaching? I can't even get $100, So let's talk about, one, how you got into alignment. Two, how did you see the value in yourself to raise your prices?
So how I got into alignment was actually a really simple process, but then it turned out to be much more than I ever made it to be, because I thought in the beginning it was just, okay, like I want to help people who lack this, but that was totally not the case. So I started journaling a lot around who I wanted to be that hero to, who I wanted to be my avatar. And like you say, give them a name and talk to them. So I talked to that person daily, and it was really me just like writing to myself and deciding who is this person. And then recently I really did a rehaul of who I wanted to help, because my message is so unique that I needed to figure out who this unique person is that is willing to invest in themselves and knows they need it so much and they need me. So I basically just wrote out exactly what their problems are and exactly what could solve those problems and why I was the right person to give it to them. So I know that I'm not helping someone who doesn't need me. I'm only helping people who need me and my message. So that also gives me a lot of confidence to charge the prices I charge now, because in the beginning I was settling for so much less than I was worth. And I knew that. And apparently my clients did too, because they wouldn't always stick around. And like you say, the more you pay, the more you pay attention. And I realized, you know what? Because I'm not charging what I'm worth, I can't deliver the value that I have for this world. And I'm not working with the right people. I'm saying yes to everybody, and it doesn't make any sense. And not all these people are aligned with me. So I got aligned with who I wanted to work with. I started attracting those people because I was aligned. And now I know, you know what? I've invested thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands, I could go on those, of dollars in myself to get better. There's no question that someone could do the same in me, because I'm worth that much. It's just this deep belief that the value I'm going to give, it backs up the price. It's actually like that price I'm charging now is still probably too low considering the value, because I'm not just giving them this and then saying, hey, here you go, take it as it is. No, it's, you know what, we're going to talk about your mindset. We're going to talk about why you're feeling the way you're feeling. We're going to talk about exactly what's been holding you back. And we're going to create this lifestyle, because it has to fit into what you like. Maybe one day you can't go to the gym, so what are you going to do about it? Maybe you can't cook this food, so what are you going to do about it? And it's like, it's this delivery of having someone there for you every single day. And I tell my clients, I'm that trainer in your back pocket. Like, everyone's like, I wish I had someone to follow me around and smack the bad food out of my hand. Hello, here I am, because that's what I'm going to do for you, So it's just like, knowing your worth is so important if you can back it up. So if you can back it up, great, awesome. That'll help you to understand your worth and your value. But to those fitness coaches listening into this, because I know there's tons of you out there, if you want to charge X amount of money, you want to charge $5,000, charge $5,000. If you can back it up, charge $5,000, because you have to understand you're worth it. And once you write it into existence and you know that that $5,000 is yours, you're only going to attract people who are willing to do that and willing to invest in themselves. So that's what I have to say.
Love it. That was very wise, very powerful. And what stuck out was the line, write it into existence. Now, can you go deeper into that?
Yeah, so it's one thing to believe, like, for example, I'll put it into a story perspective. I was telling myself I'm worth more than this, but I didn't believe it. Like, I knew in my heart I was worth more, but I couldn't sell it. I couldn't say it on the phone without cracking, or I couldn't say it without feeling sorry for the person, or feeling like I wasn't being fair, or like whatever. And then I realized, why is it that I know I'm giving them so much more value than I'm charging, but I can't freaking charge it? So what I did was I started writing down, I am worth X. I deliver this amount of value. This is what all my clients get. This is what these are the problems I'm solving for them. This is why they're willing to invest in me, because then my programs got better. I, in turn, got better. I invested in more things to better myself. So my worth went up. So if you want to charge X amount of money, I wrote it into existence by just saying, like, I am earning X. I am being paid X. People see my value as X. People think I'm worth more than what I'm charging. There's no question when I get on the phone, because there isn't. You are your best prize. And like, this can be put in any perspective of life, whatever you're investing in. You should invest the most in yourself, because if you don't, no one will be able to invest in you. And that's what I learned. I wasn't investing enough in myself. And now that I have, I went from a value of a low value to an exponential value. Like, I don't put a price on myself. Literally every single person on this planet has the ability to be priceless if they only believed it.
I love that. I love that. There's so much truths there. And I think that whole writing into existence is so powerful. I'm a big journaler. I have not missed a single day in about 10 years now. I've been journaling for the past 10 years, and I can say that this has been a powerful tool in my happiness, in my success, but even my memory, because I journal in two ways. One is to just reflect back on the day, the lessons I learned, the conversations I had, the quotes, the books I read, and then part two is setting intentions, just like you said. And I look back on my journals, especially 5, 6, 7 years ago, the things that I said I was going to create in the present moment, I currently live now, right? One thing I do every so often is write down my ideal day. When I wake up, this is the house that I live in, this is the car I drive, this is a relationship I have, this is how I look, this is what I do, this is my career. I am 90% there. And if I didn't journal it, if I didn't write it down years ago, I would not have a crystal clear target for me to hit, right? Because it's not just the law of attraction. I'm sure there's a percentage of attracting it into your life when you're in alignment with it. But it's also, you can't hit a target that you cannot see. So now that you have the end in mind, it's realizing, if this is my ideal life, now is this decision that I make aligned with that? I'm going to start dating this person. Now, is this my dream come true relationship, right? I don't want to curse, but it's a hell yes filter or an F yes filter. So everything that I commit to, it's got to be an F yes. Hell yes. If I feel that in my heart, in my bones, I will move forward because that's my ideal vision. If it's not, stay away, waste of time. It'll take me off my right path.
That's very powerful. That's definitely something I should be incorporating more of, is a really, really efficient filtering system. That's
It is. It is. And it's the same thing with clients, right? I mean, we've had conversations with clients that are applying for a program, and intuitively, we know they're going to be a pain in the ass. You know, it's those clients, you give them the best nutrition plan, best workout plan. They don't follow it. They gain weight, and then they blame you for not getting results.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly why it's like, that's why I can charge more now, because it's so much more than like the meal and training plan. And that the people who are willing to commit are going to pay that money and are going to like put time into their mindset. And the ones who won't, why would you want them in your program?
Totally true. I think that I agree, right? So when I started selling $5,000 online coaching programs, I brought upon a different type of people. They were $5,000 more committed than when I first started charging $97. Huge difference. And I work with less people, they get better results, and they're dream come true clients. Anyone who invests and has that much skin in the game, they're focused, right? Like we said, the more they pay, the more they pay attention. And it's the same thing with us as well. You know, if a family member is like, hey, can you hook me up with a diet plan? And you're like, yeah, sure, you're a family member. Let me make it for you. 99% of the time, they do not follow it. Nobody values free, right? So I say charge your family members, charge your friends, because if you truly feel that what you have is value, you will not give it away for free.
Yes, exactly, because it's worth so much more than that. Like like people hire coaches because they need a coach to walk them through it, because there's so much stuff online that people can grab and they can print out or they can take with them to the gym, but it doesn't matter because they're not doing it. And so paying a coach, make sure you do it, because that's what it's about. You get that transformation.
Absolutely. And like another great thing that you touched upon, Celeste, was the fact that it requires two things. One, you want to believe that you are worth a certain amount of money, that people should hire you at the highest level. And number two is working on the skill sets, right? I always say you want to be so damn good that you can't be ignored, because a lot of people, and I see this a lot on social media, they're preaching that they're the best. I'm the best coach in the world. I get the best results. And they're just saying it from their own point of view. Now, what I believe in is, one, believing in your heart that you're the best, knowing with every shred of your soul that you're going to transform someone's life. That's one part. But the second part is working your butt off to get your clients results, right?
Yeah.
Working on your craft, becoming the best at transforming lives, learning skills, learning mindset, discipline strategies, new exercise techniques, new nutrition tactics, everything to add tools. So when a person comes in your world, you have this experience of changing lives. And if you have both, you will have $1 million business, $1 million coaching business, because you believe that you're worth it. And number two, you have the skill set to actually get results.
Yeah, exactly. The work doesn't stop when you get the client. That's actually when you kick it up a notch, because then you have to write into existence their success and their results. And that's that aligns with your action taking. And if you don't take the right action, how can you expect them to?
Yes, yes. Celeste, I'm going to ask a question to switch gears a little bit.
Of course.
So, what is something that you believe but you cannot prove to others?
I believe that I'm $1 million coach. I don't have $1 million in my bank account, but I know I am $1 million coach.
I
not
love
a billion.
Love it, love it, love it. No, that's totally great, because years ago in my journal, that's what I wrote too. I am the world's best online coach. I earn $1 million per year, all in the present tense, right? I look back, right? The moment that, because my goal was always, I have to make $83,000 in 1 month, because $83,000 a month makes you a millionaire. So the moment you do that, that's $1 million net worth of pure income. So by doing that and saying I'm the best coach in the world and getting my clients results, I hit that magical number. And once I saw that $83,000 in my merchant account, I was like, I made it. Dream come true. But yes, if someone would have looked at my journals years ago, they would have been like, this guy's delusional. He's crazy. There's no way he's making that money right now. But I would say it and write it into existence and have that as a foundation. But I worked my butt off to get people results. And when I got results and I got before and afters, I got transformations, all of a sudden, more and more people came, and I had to leverage online systems so I could take on 20, 30 clients a month without trading hours for dollars. I had the scalability to do that. So you're on the right track, Celeste, and I think that you'll be hitting it a lot sooner than I did.
Yeah, but not that you didn't hit it soon enough,
Exactly. Everything happens for a reason. Who knows? Maybe if I would have, made 83,000 a month years ago, I would have like, blew it on a Lamborghini and crashed or something like that.
Mhm.
It's like, obviously everything happens for a reason. I think that now that I'm older, obviously I invest my money, I appreciate it more. But sometimes if you come into a lot of money at a young age, if you get it quickly, easy come, easy go. So I've seen a lot of my friends who, they had certain careers or businesses and they became very wealthy at a very young age, and they lost it all, or, they hurt themselves, or like they had a failure so big that they quit business. So that's a really good point, right? It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 60, 70. Whenever you hit your goal is exactly the right time it should, right? So knowing
Yeah.
that there's no like too young, too old, it's your own journey. And never compare yourself to someone else. Self-comparison is a thief of joy. Never, ever, ever compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. So that was a great question. And I love how you answered that. I was like, boom, quick-witted. So next question is there something that I did not ask you, but I should have asked you?
That's a really good question. Do I have an answer?
What do
Hmm.
you think you should share with the audience? But I didn't think of asking you that question.
Okay, let me think for 1 second.
No thinking aloud, just say it on the fly.
You know, you mentioned something earlier, and then I had a thought, and then the thought was gone. But um, I guess I would say, you know what? It is true no matter what age you are, because I started at 18, and I think a big, big piece of making money is managing your money. Because if you can't, then you'll never be able to continue to earn it or save it and put it in the right places and understand its worth. Because you have to understand what you want and why you want it, and that's exactly what you give to your clients every day. You know why they want to work with you, so now why do you want to work with them? So where is their money going to go? Why is working with them so important to you, not only on the level of changing their life, but of course, what are you going to do with the money they give you? Why do you need it? Why do you need $1 million a year? Why do you need $4 million a year? Why do you need this money? It's like, just manage it, and you won't have to worry about it disappearing in thin air or being blown. And I think a big reason why a lot of, especially younger people, or even just people who grow so much in their business in the beginning, end up spending a lot of their money, is because they haven't placed enough value or considered why they want it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Great, great, great points. And another thing I want to ask you too, Celeste, is like, you're killing it at the age of 19, having this successful online business, having these clients all around the world in different countries, and they're looking to you, and you're attracting so many awesome people in your Facebook group. It's amazing. I'm that group. I actually made a video in there today to give a shout out to Celeste about how awesome the content is. And we're going to actually plug the Facebook group at the end of this interview. But nonetheless, you're doing your thing. You're in alignment. You're just serving so many people. So I would love to know, Celeste, your success is tied into your daily habits. So let us know, what are your daily rituals?
So I used to think that you didn't have to necessarily wake up early to be successful, but I've learned that, you know what? Waking up early makes you a lot more successful. So you have more time in your day to take action and make success. So anyway, so I wake up at 5, and then I take my dog on a walk, or I go and do some sort of cardio. I'm not a big fan of like lifting in the morning. I like lifting at night. But anyway, so I go and do some sort of cardio, and then I come home, and sometimes I'll eat before my mindset work. Sometimes I won't. Just depends on how I feel. Um, Anyways, then I'll go into 2 hours, at least 2 hours of mindset work and just alignment strategies, so that my action for the day can be what I want out of life. And I'm retouching every single day on what I want and why I want it and why it's important for me to have it and what having it gives me. And everything's in present tense. So like AJ said, I am $1 million online coach. I am the best online coach ever. And that's what you got to do. Like when I started, I was writing, this was like a few weeks ago, keep this in mind. I am serving people all over the world. I had like literally all my newest clients, all international clients. Like it's just crazy how powerful it is. And then of course, after I do my mindset work, I get to work on my business, or I get to work on whatever your assignments or my other mentor Regan's assignments are. And then I just really align with what I want, and I connect with people daily. So making the move to really reach out to everybody who likes your stuff, is in your group, connects with you, that's a huge deal to me. And like a personal message, not necessarily
A
hey,
sales message.
yeah, exactly, hey, check this out, what you think. It's like, hey, like what inspired you? So and when I go to bed, I don't really have any daily habits after my morning ritual. I might take some more on, but really just mindset, just changing the way I think at night is like, what did I accomplish today? What could I have done better? What do I need to do tomorrow? And I just accept like I did really well today. And then that's it.
Awesome. Love that. That's the best thing that you shared, that you spend 2 hours a day on your mindset. And people are like, what the hell, 2 hours a day? That's so much time. But what does that 2 hours do for the rest of your day? Please share that.
That 2 hours gives me like at least like 22 more hours to spend doing exactly what I love. And I know my purpose, because I used to go into my days blindly. What am I going to do? I had a to-do list. Yeah, that was great and everything. It helped me and I got a lot done. But not everything was aligned with what I wanted in life. So doing that 2 hours of mindset allows me to put out amazing content. Like AJ said, he loves my content, so it's got to be really good.
Of
And then so,
course.
like it's like when you put in those 2 hours of mindset work, you're putting yourself in this visualization. Like you said earlier, if you can't see the target, how can you hit it? So I'm seeing the target, and then I get to go and take my day and hit the target. So on a long-term scale, this 2 hours of mindset work that I've been putting in for weeks now is going to end up being me being not only financially free, but doing every single thing I love every single day for the rest of my life, because I took the time to focus on it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to say the name, Celeste Rains Turk. You're going to see this name in a lot of places, on some billboards, magazines, on Oprah's couch, because she's
Yeah.
doing the work. She's setting the foundation, setting the seed. So Celeste, like, speaking of billboards, I want to end off with this question. So let's say we all chipped in, all of your friends, family members, and the podcast listeners, and we decided to create this gigantic billboard in the middle of Times Square. And this billboard is going to be there for the next 100 years. Millions of people are going to read that billboard. What would you put on that sign for people to remember you by? What's one sentence?
Oh, a sentence. Well, I could write a novel. So I guess to put the one sentence in, it would be you. When you love yourself, you have the power to be successful in everything and anything you can imagine. But of course, being a fitness professional, I really want to say, like, my main message is fitness is so much more than just building a great body, right? It gives you so much more than that. And you just really have to love yourself and be confident in yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Self-love is the best billboard, and just not just loving yourself from a fitness point of view, but loving every element of yourself, right? Loving your mind, and even the bad things in your life, your past, right? Loving the house you live in, the car you drive, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, obviously is coming from that place of loving everything around you. And imagine how much your life shifts after you do that.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that really quickly, just because loving yourself relates to, having gratitude. It just connects to all aspects of your life, and it allows you to believe in yourself and to dream and invest and create the life that you want. So that's why it would definitely be my message.
That is so cool. Like touching on gratitude, because I'm so big on gratitude. I journal about gratitude. I have a top 5 gratitude list every single day. I haven't missed it in years. And funny enough, today I was reading this article about this Japanese billionaire, and he wrote in the article that his success is because of gratitude. So from the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes to sleep, he silently says to himself, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's so funny because people will say, of course, the guy's a billionaire. He could say thank you all day. But here's a question. Is he grateful and thankful because he's a billionaire? Or is this like deep love and gratitude for his life, the reason why he's a billionaire?
It's definitely the reason why. There's no question about it. Literally every single day I start it. That's what my first mindset thing is, gratitude. What am I grateful for currently? And you know, you have to understand, like, there is literally nothing wrong with loving yourself, but there is everything wrong with hating yourself. So saying thank you, I guess I put that on the billboard, actually. There you go.
That was a beautiful line. Repeat that again, Celeste.
There is nothing wrong with loving yourself, but there is everything wrong with hating yourself.
Wow. That's a great billboard.
There you go. That's the billboard. There it is. We found it.
Yeah.
One sentence. But yeah, showing yourself in the world gratitude, even just looking at the world from a place of gratitude because you take the daily action. Because I guarantee you, him saying thank you to himself allows him to say thank you to so many more people. And I've noticed that being more grateful in every single day, I see the world so differently because I come from a place of appreciation and a place of love, and really just like thing that comes because you're grateful. You're just so grateful.
I love it. That is a great note to end on. Gratitude, loving yourself, and being in this place where you make it a daily practice, or you spend 2 hours a day on your gratitude, your self-love practice, and your goals. And there's no coincidence why you're attracting all these clients from all around the world. They'll ping you good money without any questions asked. That's what you're worth. And it's only going to go up from here. So great lessons. I'm so appreciative of what you shared today. And just like your generosity, just because, you know, this is all the stuff that you're doing, you're investing in yourself, and now you're helping all these people. So to take this time to just invest into making someone's life better, that really shows your character.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been really fun. And yes, you inspire me. And I just want to say it for everybody listening. I would not be here without AJ. I would not be doing what I'm doing without AJ. AJ is just absolutely fantastic and amazing. And there's so many other adjectives that could be used to describe him. Seriously. He is someone that I am grateful for every single day. And I'm sure anybody listening would express their gratitude to him as well.
Awesome. Thank you. I just like warmed my heart, and I can listen to that all day. So thank you for that. That was really cool of you, Celeste. And, you know, people want to get more Celeste Rains Turk into their life. Where do they go and what do they do?
They go on social media and they message me. They add me. So here's what you can do. I have this Facebook group that I recently started, and especially to the people listening to your podcast, AJ, I'm sure they would love this group. It's called Building More Than Just a Body because, like I said, fitness is so much more than just building a great body. So it's actually the facebook.com/group/building more than just a body. Of course, just look for me, Celeste Rains Turk. You'll find me. And my nickname on all social media is Celestial Fit. So on Instagram, it's celestial_fit, and my website, celestial.fit.
Love that, love that, love that. And I will really co-sign on that Facebook group. It is amazing. I mean, I'm a member of so many different groups. I have my own group, but Celeste group is one of the few ones where I keep the notifications on that, like, every post that she makes, I read it, I watch her videos. The content is so good. And once you're a member, you'll see what I'm talking about. So join that group, and I'll add the other links onto the show notes of this episode. Celeste, thank you so much for being on my show. This was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for having me on.
My pleasure.